Ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's Jesse from the original Fast and the Furious, and you're listening to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast.
Welcome to Granny Shifting. I'm Jason.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is minute 90
You got
of
it.
the Fast and the Furious. Mentally, we have to look at our VLC player, look at the time in the corner, which is like a 1:29:, and we know we're at the beginning of the minute, so I have to add a minute. So it's a lot of math.
And then you have
thinking.
to do 1 hour,
29
30
plus
minutes
130,
divided
30
by
plus
60.
1. Yeah, 1 is 60.
Yeah.
90.
90.
So I actually did a lot really quickly, even though it might have seemed like I paused a while.
I
So
just
we get
remembered. I just counted up from what we did last time.
Yeah.
Last week.
You got that kind of memory.
Last week when we were together.
Yes, that's right. And this, boy, oh boy.
Hey, we're getting into the meat and potatoes of this.
Oh, man. Do you think this is the peak of the action in this movie? Right here?
Yeah.
We're climaxing?
This is the... yeah, I'm pretty positive we're going to climax in this.
Yeah.
Next
so
couple minutes.
We got a car chase. So Brian and Dom are off the blacktop into the dirt, and I'm just convinced Dom is a fantastic driver. Because he is
has
keeping
to be.
up
He's right on his tail.
in the dirt, like a dirt road, and he's keeping up with an all-wheel drive, fully modified rally car.
You know what, though? When we went to Fuel Fest, what was one of the best drifters that we saw?
Oh, okay. I wouldn't say he was best. Entertaining, though.
Yeah. He had this...
That was so cool.
The junkiest old
What car was it?
car. I don't know, something like a Charger. I'm not even sure what it was.
70s muscle car.
But it looked like it was about to just fall apart.
Rat rod style, like black primer, rusty, black steel wheels.
Nothing looked good on it.
And it wasn't lowered, and he was drifting it on the drift track with other 800 horsepower drift cars.
Yeah.
And he was tearing it up. And he had the guy himself fit.
Yeah.
He looked like the kind of guy that drive it. Just
Right.
sort of a rough looking country dude. And it was really cool to see that car out there sliding.
Yeah. That was cool.
Shout out
And
that
then
guy.
and he went in the, what do they call that? The little drift box thing. What did they had a word for it?
The burnout box.
Burnout box? Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And he was in there, but he didn't do so well. And there was a big car for that small space.
Yeah.
But the back end kept hopping around, but he did blow his tires out on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
People like to see that.
Speaking of boxes, we got a box here made out of pallets. What do we got going on?
Look at this guy. Urban Pipeline. Remember that brand?
It's like a surfing company, right?
I think it's skateboarding.
Oh,
Right?
Urban Pipeline.
Urban
that makes
Pipeline,
sense. That
yeah.
makes sense.
But I remember when you talk about Kmart, this feels like another Kmart brand to me.
It was really trying to be cool.
Yeah. So we got this cockfight,
Yes.
and that's where Phoenix is. He's not protecting his boss.
It's very cliche Mexico.
I know. I wondered if people from Mexico would be like, this isn't what Mexico is like.
Right. It's like pallets in a rectangle with cocks fighting.
Right.
And around it's a bunch of Mexicans with cowboy hats, and they're all shouting and cheering and holding their dollar bills up,
Right.
literally betting on the cockfight.
Right.
Yeah, fight, chickens, fight. And Phoenix is right there, front and center.
Do you think if they didn't have
Cheering.
the money out in this scene, people would be like, oh, they're not betting on it. They're just having fun.
No,
They have to have
you
the money
to
in the
bet.
hand for people to know that this is a betting scene.
What a crazy sport.
Yeah.
I can't even believe they actually fight. They kill it? The birds kill each other?
Well, I would assume so.
And the winner is probably still mangled.
Yeah. Do you have one that you've groomed for this?
Oh, yeah. I heard they install metal talons on them.
What? Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
I haven't done
soup
any
up your
research.
cock.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, really. Get that cock hard ready. I didn't mean to say that. The talon.
The talon.
Hard metal talon.
Phoenix is into it.
Jeez.
You can tell that Phoenix got. Wait, is this? Is this a scar?
Yeah.
Or is it stretch marks from getting?
Stretch marks are scars, aren't they?
Well, okay.
Tiger stripes.
Well, you ever seen people at the gym? You're like, you got big, quick.
Too fast.
Because,
yeah, your skin stretched.
Your muscles got bigger faster than your skin did.
He definitely has a lot of fake scars put on him. Right?
Yeah,
I have to assume they're fake because it fits his personality.
Yeah.
So, guy, clean cut looking Hispanic dude with a well trimmed beard, a shaved head, nice glasses. Doesn't really match the other Mexicans at the cockfight. Comes up and whispers something or shouts something in Phoenix's ear because it's loud here.
Yeah. And Phoenix looks very disappointed that he has to leave because he was probably about to win a lot of money.
Yeah. And he just goes. What happens? Like, you put money on a cock.
Like, he's...
You just leave the money or you ditch.
Yeah.
Like, if you're about to lose, you could do that and then feel like not good.
Yeah, don't let Phoenix in. He always leaves when he's about to lose.
Yeah. But
blames it on...
We have to assume he got the message that Braga's been kidnapped.
Right.
So he walks out.
Hasty walk.
To his Torino.
Yeah.
The famous green Torino. Now, Brian and Dom are on the run. Who knows where this cockfight's at? Probably the same town.
Yeah, probably.
But
oh, there's the same watch.
If your neighbor leaves his house quickly in a race car, and your friend sees him leave and runs into you and tells you, hey, your friend's leaving, or the guy you need to track down, and you run out to your car and get in,
you're still going to be minutes behind.
So far behind.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just keep that in mind because I have a feeling.
Where's my keys?
I have to assume. Oh.
Is your chair dying?
My chair I tucked my foot underneath my seat.
You got to pull it up.
And it
You don't need a new one.
Me.
You don't need a new one, though. Don't worry.
All right, I'm back to
We're never going to get you a new one. Don't worry.
Okay, that was scary. I have to assume he's going to get involved in this street race.
Right.
Dirt race, desert race at some point.
I wonder why I went with a Torino. You think because it sounds like it's a Spanish word? Torino?
It is sort of obscure. Do you think they got, here's the cars available to us. This thing's super clean, pretty cool. Let's make this the hero car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the hero car.
Anti-hero car?
Anti-hero car. What's the hero car of this movie?
Wait, not anti-hero. What's the, anti-hero.
I mean, we have the Charger and the WRX.
Is an anti-hero somebody that's bad that you root for? Is that an anti-hero? I think it's an anti-hero. It's like if you watch, The Punisher. It's like he's not really a good guy, but you're rooting for him, right?
Oh, is that what an anti-hero is?
I think so.
I feel like the name is perfect for the Torino, though. Because the Torino is, one of the most well-known cars in it. It has the most... things associated with it in this movie. The Torino, there's no other Torino. You see it, you know what it is. It was in Dom's premonition. It was driven by the bad guy. It's the car Phoenix drives, and Phoenix is the guy Dom's after.
Right.
But the hero car is actually probably the Charger.
Yeah, probably.
And the STI, which is kind of
It can't be the SCI. It's not that. It's not a hero car.
Yeah. Yeah,
I feel like
kind of boring of a car.
The more the movies went on, the less heroic the cars got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Everyone knows the Supra and the Charger from the first movies.
I can't believe they
Lots of people know.
Oh, you know what?
The Evo. Even the Eclipse is not in the movie a whole lot.
Did they bring the Supra back at all?
No.
Because
he does. No, he just drives a bunch of Skylines in.
They did bring Han's RX-7 back in the form of... What car did it come back as?
Lexus LFA or whatever.
Yes, and it had the same paint job.
Or is it just a Supra? Cool. Well, they're the same car, aren't they?
Was it the new Supra?
Because that was...
The BMW Z4 is the Supra.
Oh.
Lexus isn't in that. I don't remember. We'll get to that in a couple of years.
Yeah. It was F9 that it was in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, all right. So...
Phoenix jumps in.
Yeah. He's jumping into his car.
He always has the same look on his face when he's driving.
Angry.
Yeah. Just angry, focused.
It's just his face. So they're whipping around these dirt roads.
And they're in the mountains here now. Sort of hilly dirt mountains of Mexico. Braga's having a good time.
He's like, you know where you're going?
And he's giggling, smiling, like
a child in the front seat.
Weird.
I think he's
kind of cocky.
Right.
my buddies are gonna come and get me.
I think he's bound behind the back, and that's why he's kind of like sitting like this. He can't like sit up straight because he's got his arms behind his back.
You think they have him tied down or something?
No, I think he's just sitting, so he like can't keep himself up, so he's just like sliding down more and more.
They handcuffed him.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I think that's why he's sitting at such a weird angle.
Okay, he's sitting very low because his butt's pushed forward because his hands are behind him.
Yeah.
I wonder if they bother buckling him in. That's kind of funny.
He like reaches across him. Oh, this is
I want to keep you safe.
Please don't die.
And Brian's like, wait, did we miss a part of this? He says, where are your boys at, huh? Are they going to show up or what? Because he started asking about, we skipped over a line here. We're kind of clicking through this as we're talking. Braga offers him his GPS. You need my GPS? So he's kind of making fun of Brian, like, do you know where you're going?
Right, because obviously Braga knows where he's at.
I have to assume Brian, like, they were really close to the border.
Yeah, it seemed like they were. They just have to, they don't have to go too far. Yeah. And if that's actually the border where they were, like, nobody can follow them past it. But
how did they even go through it? Right.
It's like they're like
drive through that.
Speed through gunfire up to this like little like patrol area.
They gotta stop and show passports. What about this guy? No, trust me. He doesn't have a passport, but we need him in the US.
Right.
He's a major criminal. You'll want him.
Yeah.
Who are you? I'm FBI. I'm laid off. I used to work for the FBI.
I'm between FBI jobs right now. Don't worry, they'll hire me back, I'm sure, after this.
Yeah.
I really want to be a good guy.
So Brian says, where are your boys at? So he's kind of getting a little cocky back towards Phoenix because Phoenix is giving him a hard time. Braga. Phoenix is not in this chase yet.
No.
And then all of a sudden we hear gunfire.
Yep.
And it almost looks like little bombs going off along the side of the road, like pop, 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 like dust shooting up in like every 4 feet. You see this poop, poop, poop.
Right.
But it's insinuating
bullets
bullets hitting the dirt right alongside the road.
Yeah.
But look at the cars we got here. Braga's crew's coming in hot.
Yeah. Ford Escort wagon.
A Ford Escort station wagon.
Or Ford Taurus wagon. One or the other. Taurus wagon.
Could be a Taurus. But it is in 90s, like a 92 Escort or Ford station
it's definitely
wagon.
A Taurus. Yeah, look how big it is.
And then behind that was just some old like
Cadillac or something.
Like early 80s, late 70s, something like your grandma drove and you're embarrassed to be in.
Like the
now I think it'd be kind of cool to have an old car like that. But a car like that would be terrible in the dirt. The station wagon would be even better.
You think it would be better
than a big old 4,000 pound boat like that?
Yeah,
rear wheel drive, open diff. That thing's probably dreadful in the dirt.
I don't think the station wagon would be that good though. Front wheel drive.
That'd be better than a rear wheel drive boat.
Anything would be better than that big old Cadillac.
Yeah.
But Braga is happy to see his friends arrive. He says, careful what you ask for.
Yeah. Brian's like, oh, looking over his shoulder. And they're not like in any type of bulletproof vehicle at all.
No.
Now, cars come in from the sides, cut them off.
Yeah, what was that car? I went back a little too far.
All right, let's see here. And it's a Ford Mustang Fox body coupe.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
And it's the early 80s ones when they were extra ugly.
Yikes.
Like, I know people really love the Fox bodies, but in the early 80s, they had a real special look to them.
Yeah.
Like 180 horsepower 5.0 special look to them, you know?
Like you'd have to like decide that you liked Mustangs before you saw this car type of like appreciate it.
Or now you're like, oh, my dad had one of the,
like you're nostalgic for some reason. Yeah.
Which I don't know, they're a relatively light muscle car.
Well, yeah.
The Fox bodies were.
I see the reason why people like them for drag cars.
Yeah.
Small, big engines, light, ugly.
Yeah. So Braga's guy's hanging out the window with like an Uzi.
Yeah.
And their cars are really close to each other.
Very.
So he shouldn't be missing shots.
No.
There should be shots hitting. If there's no bullet holes in these cars.
There's the pickup. There's a big pickup.
Oh, so the pickup caught up now.
Yeah. Man, they're like in the middle of the desert.
at a merger of roads. So luckily, this town where they got the call merged into the road at the exact same time they were passing through, right?
Yeah. Oh, we got more vehicles coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Is this?
So,
this is the Suburbans.
the white Suburbans from earlier?
Yeah.
Are they white or
No,
black?
they're not white. They're like a khaki.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, but they're like off-road modified Suburbans. You got a Suburban. Would you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
jump yours this high in the air?
No.
I mean, that thing's probably 5 foot up.
Mine makes a lot of noise over railroad tracks.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, I wouldn't be
That's
jumping
a
it.
big, heavy vehicle.
Yeah.
And they launched them.
There's no, how fast would you have to go to get that far off the ground? I mean,
Man.
they did it for
They
this
did.
movie. But
And right here, this guy almost rolls it. And I wonder if they were intending to roll it and he didn't quite do it.
oh, there's the.
What is that, a Blazer? There's
that.
the buggy, the trophy truck.
Yeah, the trophy truck.
Oh, that thing's built to jump. This
Yeah.
Suburban, is that the Suburban?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. He is not quite, and he takes a harsh landing here. Oof. Almost rolls it. I wonder if they were like, that was close. We almost rolled this nice, jacked up Suburban.
That was
Or
the
if
last
they're like,
time we take that shot.
because they've ruined a lot of cars in
Right.
this. But that one they got lucky. They
Do you
did not.
remember when was this? Before Fast 10 came out, they were giving like $1,000 or something to anybody that could come up with the entire, like the 9 movies of Fast and Furious, go through them, all the cars that are damaged, and get an estimated cost of repair for all the cars through the entire saga so far.
Really? For
Yeah.
$1,000?
Yeah, you like submit it to Universal or whoever, and they're gonna give you a
Somebody
prize.
should have just kept record of that.
Somebody
but-
at Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is part of our destroyed cars budget. But probably somebody didn't, and they're like, hey, I have an idea. I don't feel like going back through.
Right,
What
right.
if we offer
Somebody at
somebody
Universal was like,
$1,000?
"What's the lowest you think we could offer for them to actually do this?" Like,
We should have done it. That'd
No.
be such a great shout out for our podcast.
we at work,
No, that's your job, right?
right? At work,
Estimating cars.
I mean, yeah, people bring in their cars, and the person goes out and looks around the car, and it still takes a half hour to an hour to write the estimate on that one car.
Yeah.
Think of all the cars that are damaged.
There's right, and the's no way to be accurate. It's a
No.
silly task because you don't know. Okay, that car that did this much damage. You don't know the details of it. So, like, did they reuse that? Throw some body panels on and use that
Right.
for another, like, to blow it up later? Did they wreck it and roll it and then not use that scene because something went wrong? So they did a second car.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have.
I
Enough
think it was
details.
1,000. Somebody could correct me, but it was such a low number that I'm like, it wouldn't be worth me spending any time looking into this.
You thought about it though.
Yeah, I think a couple people sent me the link. To it.
Like,
So,
this seems
yeah,
like you're.
yeah.
You
I'm like,
like this movie,
the
right?
first movie alone would be so annoying to do. Like,
You do all the
can't-
work and send it in, and they'd be like, somebody already did it.
Right. Somebody
Some-
did it, and their estimate was closer.
Some guy in India
Like-
on Fiverr.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the end of minute 90.
Yep. That's it.
Do you think they're gonna make it?
Oh, yeah.
How does this end? Do you think? Do you remember?
No, do you?
Not really. I think. Should I say what I think happens?
No, because you
Okay.
probably remember. I bet there's going to be like a wreck, and they'll have like a standoff somehow. And then Giselle's going to come in and save him.
I think I'll say this because I'm not sure. I think they go back into the caverns. I think that's how they get back in the United
Really?
States.
Does Giselle, you think, show up just like out of the blue and like, I came back for you guys?
Probably Dom
Gets
gets
out of a
knocked
jam.
out and she has to give him mouth to mouth or something.
Oh, I think that was a
Touch
different
his
movie.
chest.
That's Sandlot. I don't know. My parents
That
cut
was
that
Wendy
part out.
Peppercorn. Peppercorn? Wendy. Always oiling. Did you ever see Sandlot?
Yes, well, my parents cut all that part out because they taped
What do you mean
it
they
with their
cut-
VCR,
Oh, okay.
so they'd skip over that part. They cut the commercials out too, so that was nice.
Oh, very considerate of them. So if you're recording on a VCR, to not have the commercials, do you have to pause the recording during
Yeah.
the commercials?
Right when they come on, you press
So you'd
the
like
pause.
catch the beginning and the end of two different commercials.
Well,
typically.
often you can see, like, it'll go dark. Yeah, maybe get the first couple seconds,
Right.
and then like normally like
Like
we
you have to
now
be sitting up at the
return-
VCR to
Or
hit that
use-
record button.
or use the remote. They had
Remotes don't work. Not,
they're
not
like a
reli-
remote with a cord
not
connected.
reliable enough.
Check this thing out. I can sit on the couch.
Yeah, I feel like you would just
No,
let
there's
it
a
run
remote.
through the commercials, and then is it easier to do that or fast forward through commercials when you rewatch it?
As a kid,
Yeah.
it's easier to have my dad cut the commercials out. But then there was always time. Normally, there's like, and we now return to your feature film, and then
Right.
you could start it. But there's parts that he'd miss because he wasn't paying attention.
Right.
I think you'd be surprised how recently my dad recorded movies on a VCR.
It's very practical. I mean, it's just like it's
Yeah.
piracy, but it's practical.
No, I don't think it is. I'm almost positive it's not. It's
Well,
different.
if you're not selling it, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're recording it at home, because didn't a lot of like cable have that built in as an option where you could like
TiVo.
record the shows and then rewatch them before like Netflix?
Yeah, but you couldn't
and
take
stuff.
it somewhere. You can like
No,
because he has that movie, he can take it to somebody else's house and
I
watch
think
it there
that would be
without
kind
paying
of
for it.
piracy.
Yeah.
You bring it to like a youth group and show it. Or something.
Yeah. Yeah, right. We watched what was that movie called?
Cats and dogs.
No, the snowboarding paintball one.
Oh, I don't.
Extreme Days.
Extreme Days.
Extreme Days.
You're looking for a good youth group movie. Extreme
Cats and
Days.
Dogs followed by Extreme Days. Double feature.
Oh man,
Miss
that
those
is an
lock-ins.
inside joke right there.
Takes too much time to explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Minute 90. Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
Winning's winning.